Hello, good morning, students. In the last video, we have discussed about the fuels, the classification of fuels, calorific value of a fuel. So we have three types of fuels: solid fuels, liquid fuels, gaseous fuels. Solid fuels like firewood, charcoal, cow dung cakes, agricultural waste are solid fuels. Liquid fuels like petrol, diesel, alcohol, kerosene are liquid fuels. And then the third one is gaseous fuel. Gaseous fuel are like natural gas, LPG, biogas, coal gas, hydrogen gas, CNG are gaseous fuel. And then we have discussed about the calorific value of a fuel. The calorific value of a fuel is the calorific value of a fuel is the amount of heat produced in kilojoule when 1 gram of fuel is completely burned in air. Now we are going to discuss about the characteristics of an ideal fuel. So, what are the characteristics of an ideal fuel? An ideal fuel should have the following characteristics. It should have a high calorific value. It should have a high calorific value. It should be fairly cheap and easily available. It should not produce any dangerous, poisonous, and irritating fumes during burning. It should not produce any dangerous vapor or gas which are not good to inhale. It should leave no residue as after burning. It should burn at a moderate rate and should release heat in a controlled manner. It should burn at a moderate rate and should release heat in a controlled manner. It should safe and convenient from the storage and transportation point of views. Its ignition temperature should be above room temperature so that it is safe to use such a fuel. So these are the 7 characteristics of an ideal fuel. So these characteristics you have to know. Okay, what are the characteristics of an ideal fuel? These 7 characteristics must have an ideal fuel. Next, fossil fuels. The most commonly used fuels such as petrol, diesel, LPG, coal and kerosene, etc. are hydrocarbons, which are compounds of carbon and hydrogen only. These are obtained under the earth crust. We see that coal and petroleum are used for burning and hence are fuels. These fuels are formed from the dead remains of plants and animals or fossils, hence these fuels are called fossil fuels. Formation of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels were formed from prehistoric plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. The ancient plants and animals lived in swamps and oceans. When these living things died, they decomposed and got buried under the layer of mud, rock, and sand. Millions of years passed, and the dead animals and plants slowly decomposed into organic material and formed fossil fuels. So, what are the uses of fossil fuels? We use many products in our everyday lives. We use many products in our everyday lives manufactured from coal and petroleum. Fossil fuels are used to run cars, buses, trains, and airplanes. They also power our factories, and we use them to produce electricity. They are also in used cooking food, etc. Okay.